Hey first grade, how's it going this beautiful Friday? I hope that you are doing well. I miss you a whole bunch. Today I figured instead of doing a lesson with questions, we could just enjoy a couple books together. So I grabbed a couple of my favorites. I want you to grab a plushie, stuffed animal, something to snuggle up with. Maybe you have a pet at home, or maybe you and mom, or you and dad, or you and grandma want to listen to the stories together. But find someone or something to snuggle up with and get comfy, because we're going to read two awesome stories today. All right, so our first story that we are going to read is There Is a Bird on Your Head. It is by Mo Willems and has two of my favorite characters in it, Elephant and Piggy. I know that you guys have read a lot of these books in class too. I bet some of you even know this story. So let's read There's a Bird on Your Head by Mo Willems. Piggy! Is there something on my head? Yes. There is a bird on your head. There is a bird on my head. Ah! Whew, is there a bird on my head now? No. Now there are two birds on your head. What are two birds doing on my head? They are in love. The birds on my head are in love. They are lovebirds. Lovebirds. How do they know they are lovebirds? They are making a nest. Two birds are making a nest on my head. Why would two birds make a nest on my head? Oh, I am afraid to ask. Do I have an egg on my head? One, two, three. You have 3 eggs on your head. I do not want 3 eggs on my head. Then I have good news. The eggs are gone. The eggs are hatching. Hatching? The eggs on my head are hatching? Cheep, cheep, cheep. They have hatched. Now I have 3 baby chicks on my head. And 2 birds and a nest. I do not want 3 baby birds, 2 birds, and a nest on my head. Well, where do you want them? Somewhere else! Why not ask them to go somewhere else? Ask them? Ask them. Okay, I will try asking. Excuse me, birds, will you please go somewhere else? No problem. It worked. Bye. Now there are no birds on my head. Thank you, Piggy. Thank you very much. You are very welcome. The end. So that was There's a Bird on Your Head by Mo Willems. Our second story is called The Napping House. It is written by Audrey Wood and illustrated by Don Wood. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that granny, there is a child, a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child, there is a dog, a dozing dog on a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that dog, there is a cat, a snoozing cat on a dozing dog on a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse on a snoozing cat on a dozing dog on a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Can it be? A wakeful flea on a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. A wakeful flea who bites the mouse, who scares the cat, who claws the dog, who thumps the child, who bumps the granny, who breaks the bed. In the napping house, where no one now is sleeping. The end. That's the end of The Napping House. I hope you enjoyed our 2 read-alouds today. There's a Bird on Your Head and The Napping House. If you want to, you can get out your journal and you can write about which story is your favorite, or maybe you just go grab another book and keep snuggling up and reading a story. I really miss you guys a whole bunch. I hope you enjoy your weekend. If you can, if mom and dad say it's okay, maybe try and go outside for a little bit, or you can go to the subscribe channels on my YouTube page and go to Go Noodle, and Go Noodle will definitely get you up and moving. But I'm thinking about you guys. I miss you a whole bunch, and I hope you're all doing well. Bye.